Hey, what's up, fish family? This is Carlos with Twins Reef, and today we are doing the update on the Redsea Max E170. So it's been a while, guys, that I haven't done an update with this tank, and some things have changed, as you guys could see already. There are a bunch of new corals inside the tank, and no, they are not new, but they have came from the Redsea Reefer 170. It's been a while, guys, that I've been wanting to do an update on this tank, but I haven't done it. So I just been so busy, and to be honest, guys, I haven't even done a water change in about a month now. So this tank is due for a water change. I run this tank real simple. I do not even run the Redsea skimmer that it came with. All I have, guys, is just a black sponge, a couple of ceramic rings that came in pure blue, and some filter floss, and that's pretty much it. Really basic tank, and my corals have always thrived. One thing I haven't done in a minute too is actually feeding the corals. I used to feed polylab reefroids, but guys, I've just done bad husbandry on this tank with my corals, my fish. But luckily, sometimes when you don't pay that much attention to your stuff and you leave things alone, that's when things thrive and do much better. So that is something that we're going to actually focus on this video, the things that have thrived. Even remember that one torch that lost its color, it started to recover its color, and I don't even know which one it is, because it's recovering its color, so I don't know which core it is. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. So yeah, let's begin with this update. Real quick, I just want to apologize. I haven't really been that active on the channel, also on Instagram, and to be honest, I am thinking of just deleting that Instagram account since I don't really be there. And I'm still gonna be super active on YouTube. Just we just moved to this house and we're trying to get things better, get things tightened up. Also, I did shut down the Redsea Reefer because I am just thinking of keeping one reef tank. I'm thinking of setting up a freshwater tank. Just let me know what you guys think. Should I set up a freshwater tank or not? And to be honest, guys, I was thinking of shutting down this Redsea Max E170 and just downgrading to something more smaller, 20-gallon tank or something like that, 15 to 25-gallon tank. I'm not sure. I haven't found that perfect tank yet. This tank does hold about 46 gallons of water, so it's gonna be like a 20-gallon downgrade, and that will mean less area for rocks and corals. So that would also mean rehoming some corals, which I've been doing. I do have my reef tank, my frag tank on the garage, and that is the one that is holding the corals, which I am trying to rehome. So yeah, let's begin with the update. As you guys can see, there are a bunch of corals here. Here, let's just start to the left side. This is like my dream, just having a torch garden. As you guys know, I love euphilia, and I decided to place all my torches here. We have, these are the names I bought them for: Fireworks, Grim Reapers. We have the Indigo Torch, which is right there, and then green tip torches, a bunch of green reapers. I don't know, guys, I just lost the track of all the names. I just saw them as being beautiful torches, and I decided just to pull the trigger and do that purchase. That's what I did. And lately, I had a bunch of these, guys. I had probably like 8 to 9 torches like this, and I sold all of them. The last 3 that I sold, one of them I did an auction on the local reef page, and it actually went for $55. And then I was selling the other 2 for 70 bucks, and they all had like multiple heads, like 3 to 4 heads, and I ripped myself off. I sold it for $50 when it probably retailed at like 140 bucks, but it's fine. Whatever, I got it like for 35 bucks, so I made a $20 profit, so it's nothing. It's a hobby. It's not like this is a, I'm not in the hobby to make money, generate money. I'm in the hobby because this is something I like to do, and if I lose money, then whatever. It's not the first time that it has happened to me. So yeah, so we have the torch garden toward the right side of this tank, and everything's doing wonderful. And guys, that one torch that lost its color, I don't even know where it is. I hope it's not one of the corals torches that I sold. Um, but it's probably there. I don't know. It should be somewhere. All I remember, it used to have green tentacles with pink tips. So I'm thinking it might be that one right there, or it could have been that one. So we'll see how everything, how it morphs, and we'll see what torch it was. Up here we have some chalice. We have the Hurricane Miami chalice there, which I tried to remove because I was trying to sell it, but it's just attached to the rock. And then we have my spicy lemon fabia right there, which I just noticed that it got stung, so it probably got stung by that Miami chalice. So I need to remove it ASAP. Now we move to the left side of the tank. We have the Dragon Soul, which is growing slowly but steadily, and it's doing wonderful, guys. It's one of my favorite corals too. Beautiful fabia, and it's also attached to the rock. Also, the one fabia right there. Oh no, that's actually the chalice, the green chalice. My brother Roberto gave me that one. It is growing as well, really wonderful. So I don't know what's that on top of it. Hopefully it's not because it got stung. I might look for more closely because I wouldn't want that coral to get stung. If so, it could have probably been that fabia trying to bother it or something. Let me pay close attention and see just to confirm. And then we move right here to the bottom right. We have that trumpet coral. This is the last trumpet coral we have. The other ones I've sold. Like I told you guys, I've been selling a lot of corals because I'm trying to downgrade and not have a lot of tanks. That was a bad habit that I went through, just collecting tanks, collecting corals, and at the end of the day, it's just really hard to get rid of them. Right here we have a bicolor hammer that has been growing really good for me. Really happy of the results with this hammer coral. I think it probably has like 2 to 3 heads. And then down there we have that gold hammer next to that orange octospawn, and I'm so freaking amazed how this octospawn is still alive. I used to have bad luck with octospawns, guys. And I'm just, to be honest, the day I bought it, I was scared because I knew I had bad luck with them, and this piece cost me like 140. And I was like, dude, if this thing dies on me, I'm gonna be really upset. And luckily enough, thankfully it's thriving, it's doing wonderful, and I don't even feed it. That thing is just so beautiful. So I'm thankful that it's doing wonderful. So is that orange, that gold hammer is doing better. It was 2 heads, but remember guys, it failed. It landed on top of a mushroom. It killed that mushroom, and the head of that hammer died as well with the mushroom. Then we move more down here. We have another hammer. Let's just call it a toxic hammer. It's doing wonderful. It's a big coral. Then the one underneath it, let's say it's another toxic splatter hammer. It's doing good. And then next to it, it's another hammer, which when I placed them on this rock, guys, they were all closed because I don't know if you guys remember, I used to have another rock here that had rostas. Like I told you guys, I don't want to have no more zoanthids. You guys already know why I had problems with polytoxin. So I was like, I don't want to have no issues with polytoxins with SOA, so I removed that rock. And I just placed this rock yesterday, and so all the corals were closed, and I forgot how big my corals are, so I need to find new places for these hammers because there is one hammer here, another hammer there, we have that hammer there, we have the octospawn gold, this bicolor, and then we move over here, we have 2 more corals. We have this hammer that just failed, so I need to pick that guy up, but we have another one here. And then over here we have that hologram hammer as well that we need to actually pick up because we want them to have space and be able to grow. And then right here we have a digitata that was doing good, and it just fell to the back, and it was so hard for me to reach. Wasn't able to recover it, and most likely it's dead. It's just like the white skeleton. But this is the side view of the tank for you guys to see. I really like this scape. Down here we have Waganipora, which it was just opened up a minute ago. But when my wife picked that coral up, tried to place it there, she also moved a little bit the Ganipura because it was so expanded that it was like hitting the glass. So I told her, if you want, just move it a little bit over, and she did. So it still hasn't opened up. So now let's jump in directly to my mushroom garden. I decided to put all my mushrooms in this tank, except I have one more hairy mushroom which is on the frag tank, but that is because it is attached to a rock that has some green star polyps. But besides that, all the hammers are here. There's actually a hairy mushroom right there to the back, and then there's another one growing over here. So you might say, why do you want to keep a lot of the same type of hammers? I mean, mushrooms in your tank. Well, I decided to put all of them in this tank so I can see how they colored up and which one looks like it has more potential. The ones that look better, I'm gonna keep, and the ones that they don't look as good, I'm going to rehome. So let's just jump in and see all the hammers, all the mushrooms that I have. So here is the rock of the red discosoma mushrooms. These are the only red discosomas that I have. My wife says she doesn't really want those hammers, those mushrooms. So I'm going to rehome them as well. I would like to keep one of them, but we'll see how that works out. If I'm actually able to remove one of the mushrooms from that rock, but if not, then so be it. So this was a rock that was in my wife's tank. Then if we move a little bit to the right, we have the dead wild Deadpool mushrooms. And yeah, guys, nothing special about these mushrooms. So I don't know if it's because they take longer to grow. So I don't know, just sell it or just wait for them to see if they get any type of black spots or any different type of colors, because the mother had like a gold speck, but besides that it didn't have nothing else. So I actually won it from a frag swap, and they gave it to me as a wild called Deadpool, but we'll see if it's actually a real Deadpool or not. But so far, he has given so much babies, as you guys can see there, right there. And then the mother's over there, and it has like a gold speck to it. But besides that, it doesn't have nothing else. So I don't know if it takes years, months for them to actually get different type of color. But if not, I'll probably get rid of them, because it'll be really hard, guys, just to sell it as a gold, as a, sorry, as a Deadpool, because people know that Deadpools have black on them, and these don't have any black, so that probably holds back its value. Then over there we have a Rhodactis coral, which was doing good before. Now it's not doing so good. um I think that's the one that the hammer landed on top of, which I thought it was dying, but it's recovering. And then right here we have golden gonzals. I have a lot of golden gonzals, and some of them have more gold than others, and some have bounce and bounce on them, and some don't. Then we have the Redactus over there is doing good. Then we have this Superman mushroom. That's how I bought it, as Superman. So there's two type of Superman mushrooms, I think, because I have another Superman mushroom which looks way different than this. And then right here we have the kryptonite mushroom, which it just gave a baby. If you see to the right, there's a baby there. And this is a beautiful kryptonite mushroom. Really happy with the results. And then right here we just have a baby snail just walking around doing its thing. And then right here, one of my favorite mushrooms, I could say, these super freaks. I just love the color of them. They're green base, and that just those orange skirts or tentacles. It's just cool. And then right here we have more of those golden gonzals. These actually have like little bounces on them. So we'll see how these tend to grow out. They are still small, so hopefully they grow out good. And then this is another gold gonzal, and you guys can see how the skirt, it's pink, and it does have like one bounce, and then it has some gold on it. So this one has good potential. So we'll see how it grows. We'll just leave it. And then right here, these are like the last corals. We have that sun-kissed bounce. Look at those bounces. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Super sick. I bought that when it was super tiny. Probably like that mushroom right there. These are small because they got stung by a hammer coral again. So hopefully they could recover. There were three, as you guys can see, but they got stung, so they're looking ugly. But when I bought that Sunkiss, it was as big as that, guys, and I was like, man, I got ripped off. I bought it for 40 bucks, and it this was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and it has grown to this size. It's probably like a nickel size, and they have so many bounces, guys. It's things crazy. I'm so happy. Every time I look at it, I'm like really proud of myself. I'm proud of the coral, how much it has grown and thrived. Because I had bought a jawbreaker with some gold, with some, it had some red or gold. I forgot. It was a green. It had a bunch of colors on it. That jawbreaker that I had bought. And it was the same size as the Sunkiss, but that one lost. It got lost because it detached itself. But I'm really happy of the Sunkiss because it just went through so much and it has grown, and it's one of my favorite corals. Can't wait for that thing to even be bigger. So we'll give it another year. That thing's probably gonna be as big as that disc. And then you see that frag plug. One reason I have it there is for that bowl won't float out. That's one of the reasons why the corals got stung, those super freaks, because that bowl will float because it's really light. So the current or the wave maker will just take it wherever the wave current it went. So I decided to put this frag plug there, but it also has two Superman mushrooms. So we're hoping for those mushrooms to grow, because that's it, guys, for this update on this tank. I hope you guys like this update, guys. I'm still trying to get used to recording. I gotta get my mojo back, you could say. I'm trying to get that routine that of just uploading videos, giving you guys updates. One thing I could say, guys, it's when you don't mess with your tanks, things do better. Just here and there, just look at your tank and just make sure nothing is stinging another coral, because we don't want to have coral warfare, and you don't want to lose some of your favorite corals. It has happened here, as you guys seen. We have corals that got stung, some that lost a head, mushrooms that shrinked up. So yeah. So we'll see. I'll give you guys another update to see what happened with the mushrooms, if I got rid of some, and if I end up deciding to downgrade from this Redsea Max E170. There's a lot of things. I got a new fish, which is actually on the frag tank, so that's another video for another day. And again, my mocha, so-called mocha clownfish, became storm clownfish. They're doing good. My yellow tank is doing good too. My purple dotty black doing good, and my mandarin goby is doing good. I thought I had a 6-line rats, but now that I remember, it jumped off. So we don't have no 6-line rats for right now. But anyhow, guys, this is the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. I am out. Peace.